Oh my gosh, Baskin Robbins, Lord, there were times that sometimes I would get so down, like I couldn't, I'm a teenager and I'm in Baskin Robbins and it's like 11 o'clock at night and I'm basically just getting people, one person after the next who's stoned, who wants more ice cream. And I remember sometimes just going into the little storage room and opening a huge gallon of like peanut butter ice cream and just sitting down there and eating the ice cream. It's terrible. I probably shouldn't admit that. Well, the film is really about this young girl, Sam Kingston, who's played so beautifully by Zoe Deutsch, and Sam is my character's daughter, and it's kind of has this Groundhog Day, Mean Girl kind of feeling in a way, where she's part of this Mean Girl group and she has to relive the last day of her life over and over again until she gets it right. And so that's the structure of the film. But the way Zoe has played it, it's just an extraordinary journey of watching this young girl realize that her flaws don't define her, and you start to realize during the film that any moment of any day in your life, you can change the rest of your life. And I think that theme is applicable not only when you're an adolescent, but when you're 20, 30, 40, until the day you die, really. So the film shouldn't just be shown the first day of high school, it should be shown the first day of work or at any given time to remind you of really what's important, and that's taking care of one another. That's funny. I didn't really think about that connection. Yeah, after Flashdance, I had been offered Pretty in Pink, and I'm really glad that I didn't take it because Molly Ringwald was so beautiful in the film and just so perfect for the part, and it was meant to be. But it's funny how this all came around, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, that's funny that you bring that up. Well, there was a stunt in the show. It's in the second episode, and this car flips over, and I had to get out of the car, and I was told that the top of the car will be on fire, but there will be no fire inside the car. And then I run around, and I'm supposed to pull this other character out of the car. And so I checked the fire on the top of the car, and they told me there's nothing inside. And so we start to go through the take, and I'm, acting with this other person, and the inside of the car, it goes up in flames. And the flames are licking this person's thigh and next to their head, and it's just terrifying. And what was so funny, it's funny that it makes me think of it, I was so enraged. I was so enraged and so adrenalized that I pulled them very quickly out of the car. They started screaming. I basically started swearing and became completely adrenalized and pulled them out of the car really quickly. And so I realized actually in that moment, I was adrenalized by trying to help the person, but I was also enraged that this happened and that they would have to go through that, and I was so worried for them. I was just incredibly worried, and it turned out they were okay and everything was fine. Certainly we didn't do that stunt again, but it's just you want to try to be as helpful as you can, whether you're motivated by anger, whether you're motivated by complete and utter devotion and love, like you want to take care of the person next to you and beyond. You realize at that moment how precious human life is, how precious, and you must never, ever, ever take it for granted what you have the opportunity to do.